So what is the role of a patient organization in a project such as Harmony? So patient organizations are involved in projects like Harmony for one particular reason, and that is to represent patients and to ensure that the experiences, the preferences, the needs, the wants, the challenges, and also the fears of people living with a disease such as myeloma or AL amyloidosis are at the core of any conducted research within a project like Harmony. And as I mentioned before, patients provide a unique and likely the most important perspective on their own disease. And that's why it is crucial that their perspective has a significant impact on future care and research. And so in a project like Harmony, it is vital that these perspectives are incorporated throughout the project to ensure these outcomes are truly patient-focused. And so with our involvement as MPE, what we want to do is to make sure that whenever a trial in myeloma or in AL amyloidosis is conducted, this research results are not only meaningful to researchers, but also to patients. And for this, we need to be involved, from the very beginning and throughout the whole process in every step of research. And so this is not only about empowering patients, which is these fancy term that is used a lot nowadays. And it's also not about ticking the patient involvement box. It is proven that meaningful patient involvement enhances the quality of research, and it really helps with the development of innovative healthcare solutions. However, what we do see is that there's still a long way to go, especially given that the clinical community is not really used to working with a knowledgeable patient community, on equal eye level. But we're getting there. So why is it so important for patients and patient organizations to be involved in research? So the primary goal of research should be to really deliver on patients' unmet needs and to find solutions for patients where there aren't any. Unfortunately, that isn't always the case. And the thing is that patients may have very different perspectives from clinicians on what is really important for them. Whereas the clinician perspective is usually very focused on more clinically relevant outcomes, some patients might prefer to, for example, live better than living longer. Another thing to be taken into account is that not every patient will have identical needs or preferences. These preferences will vary greatly from one disease to another. That is very obvious, but also within one disease, depending on factors such as age, the stage of the disease, the country or the region where the patient lives, the social environment, lifestyle factors or choices. There are so many emotional, financial, and social factors that might influence patient perspectives. The issue is that these are very often either disregarded or misinterpreted by other stakeholders, including researchers and clinicians. And that's where patient organizations really come in. They play an important role in connecting patients and researchers. And the Harmony platform has proven to be a great vehicle to facilitate bringing these two together in a much more coordinated and meaningful way. Another reason for us to be in here is that big data has a huge potential to develop predictors for risk and for treatment success. A very good example of this is that it can help avoid overtreatment or undertreatment for myeloma and AL amyloidosis patients. And so one of our most important roles in Harmony is to influence or if you like, to help researchers shape their research towards the true needs of myeloma and AL amyloidosis patients, and not only towards research interests or purely clinical needs. And for all these reasons, it is so important for patient organizations such as MPE to be involved in projects like Harmony.